Good morning, Linda. This is so annoying, this technical stuff. In the meantime, if you want to play this later on this evening or today, here's a little workout, a 30-minute workout just for you, and hopefully we'll see you on Zoom tomorrow. So, find a little bit of a space. Lie down on the floor, which is always nice. Relax your head, your neck, your legs, your shoulders, and then bend your knees. Open the top of your chest and reach your fingers down towards your feet. And then just feel like you're melting your shoulders, your head, the back of your head, your heels and your tailbone heavy to the floor. Now pay attention to your breathing. As you breathe out, notice the release of your ribs. And maybe you're sinking your waist to the mat. So now find what you know as your neutral spine. There's a gentle curve below your lower back, and roll into it, lengthening the spine, and then release, coming away from the floor slightly with your lower back. Breathe out as you lengthen your spine. Breathe in as you release. Add your arms, breathing out. Breathe in to open the arms. Breathe out to sink and lengthen your spine. Nice and easy, just 2 more long breaths. And then relax your throat. Try not to blow, just a nice comfortable in-breath through the nose, opening the airways. And then out through a nice relaxed throat. And then come to your neutral spine again, hands down by your sides. Pick up one leg. Take a nice deep breath in, and as you breathe out, swap to the other leg. So straight away, as you know, we're just setting up that natural control system around the transverse abdominals, releasing the neck and shoulders, using your breath to really draw down deep into the tummy, across the hips, and sort of round right underneath your sit bones, drawing it all in. Breathe out. Breathe out. 2 more. Last one. Place the feet down. Taking your hands back up to where we came from. Lift your shoulder blades up. Then widen your shoulder blades down. So the scapula, the back of your shoulders, are moving away from the ground and then widening down into the ground. We're staying in a neutral spine in your pelvis, that natural curve. And then with your shoulders wide, lengthening your neck, keeping your lower back still, do a couple of your head raises, breathing out to lift forward, breathing in to lower down, breathing out to lift forward, breathing in to lower down. So lengthening your neck, using the muscles of your neck. All good. Last one. Hopefully it feels good. Stay here. Bring one knee up. We're in neutral. Scoop the tummy in as you bring the second leg up, and then extend to your single straight leg stretch. Taking the opposite arm to knee, you might remember that, and then just swapping, lengthening out. Breathe out. Breathe out. Breathe out. Keep going. 4 more. Now I can't see you on the Zoom. You can of course stop, but don't. 2. Last one. Bring your knees in, bring them tighter to your chest and rest your head, noticing how your back flattens into the floor. Be careful of your hip always. And then go back to your 90-degree position. And this time, take your hands behind your head. So you're resting your head a little bit, widening the elbows. Deepen the abdominals. And let's take both legs out. So we're just really warming the legs and the hip. And then coming back in again, going straight into your double leg stretch. For now, I'm just going to have you holding your head and then coming back in, because we're still kind of warming a little. 3. And then coming back in again. As you extend your legs, can you rotate them now into a little bit of a Pilates V shape and then bring them back in again? So you're breathing out, your knees are wrapping around, but their heels are staying together. Keep an eye on your left leg, Linda. That left leg wants to rotate around as well. And then coming back in. Last one, please. And then lower your feet to the ground, lower your head. So warming again through the hips. We're just going to take one leg straight and the other leg bent, a very comfortable position. Widen the shoulders, everything relaxed now in your neck, and draw a circle with your kneecap, keeping the opposite hip pelvis steady. I know that you've got lots of flexibility, so once the hip feels nice and comfortable, let's straighten your leg and continue circling, and we're going to circle only the outward direction. We're not going to go through the midline just because of your other leg. And then we can imprint the spine here. Grab your knee, lift your head, lengthening the back of your knee, slide your hands up into that lovely stretch that you have. Lift the other leg slightly and scoop the tummy in. We are imprinted for you today. And then let's swap into straight leg stretch. And then, so as you catch your leg, do a little lengthening of that hamstring. Catch and stretch. Please don't bounce, just gently stretch. Make sure that you're really lengthening that right leg away, your right leg, and then strong in your left leg. Catch and stretch. Catch and stretch. Breathe out. Stretch. Breathe out. Stretch. 2 more. Out. Stretch. Last one. Out. Stretch. Bring your knees together. Head down. Release. Turn your head from side to side. Take away tension from your neck. And then lay your hands back down. Widen your feet to hip width apart and go back to the position you were at the beginning in that nice comfortable breathing. Ready for bridging. You know you're bridging, so you're going to scoop and hollow. Lengthen your tailbone. Equally reach your knees up. And without lifting your head, gently lengthen the back of your neck and bring your eyes towards your thighs and keep an eye on your left hip. Your left hip likes to drag down, remember? So reach your thighs up, particularly that left side. Now draw deep across your tummy. Keep the hips really steady and roll down again. So we're just going to do a couple of your regular bridging. I hope you can see me okay. I'm going to move my hands. You can keep yours down. But notice how the spine lengthens and peels away from the mat. You're really great at it at the bottom. But when you get to the middle of your shoulders, you have that little tighter area. So please keep from the back of your shoulders, try and lengthen down through the rib cage and find that lowest rib before you just sink on out into your natural release. So let's do another one. I'm widening my hands. Peel your spine from the rib cage to the shoulder blades. Breathe in. Melt your chest, your rib cage, that lowest rib, and then just sink away into your comfortable bit. Last one. I like to stay at the top, so you might want to bring your feet a little closer and stay at the top of your bridge with your shoulders wide. Now deepen your tummy, really, really deepen the tummy. And please use your right leg first. Push weight into that left foot and feel like your knee is like a balloon floating up, and reach your leg to the ceiling. We're working on that left leg because you've got lots of flexibility at the top there. And then come back down, transferring the weight through the toe into the heel, and then going reaching up through the other leg, and then coming down. So we're looking at squeezing up through the back side, deepening gently in the front, so we're sandwiching belly to spine. If you bring your eyes again to your thighs, sort of looking down along the body up to the knees, press into that left leg, really use that left leg, and then down, and then one more, on the right, come back down, you can't see my foot at the top, and then sink all the way down. As you're sinking down, roll your hands overhead. As your tailbone hits the floor, bring your arms up and just notice the natural lift of your rib cage. That's fine for now. It feels nice, right? Release. Bring your knees up, take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, rock and roll yourself up to a sitting position. Okay, in a seated position, hands behind your legs, relax your shoulders and do a pelvic tilt, but no rolling of your spine, just a pelvic tilt. Just going to strengthen up again through the top of your thighs, holding your left leg, reach your right leg out and hover it slightly from the floor. So hover it slightly from the floor. Scoop into the tummy and see if you can balance just on your tailbone there. And then swap your legs into a sort of seated single leg stretch. Breathe out. Feel how you're working the thigh and really work on that left leg and then left leg. So you can kind of catch your knee and find the balance on your tailbone. I hope you can see me okay. Just in case, I'm going to switch around to see if you can see me better this way. Just tucking in. So keep going with that single leg stretch. So you can see a single leg stretch. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Lift up as tall as you can into that nice stretch that you have. Flex your feet, please, and open your knees slightly. Keeping the length in the spine, open out your arms, go on an angle, and then we're going to rotate. So rotating the top of your body, checking there's no slipping in the lower body. So you're breathing out and coming back into the center. Breathing out and coming back into the center. Remembering when you roll into the center, you're spiraling upwards and then spiraling up to the ceiling. So none of that. I'm rotating and coming back in. Let's rotate and now reach your baby finger to your baby toe. Turn your head and thumb down at the back of that shoulder. Reach your hands away and then come back in again. Rotate, turn your thumb down at the back and reach and come back up. So rotate and reach. Lift up, hips nice and steady, sit bones directed down at the floor and reach. 2 more, breathing in, rotate and reach. Last one, breathing in, rotate and reach. And relax your shoulders. Turn around onto your side, so side lying. I'm going to have you up on your shoulders. So we're working a little bit now on the shoulder strength. Lifting out of your neck. Keep a feeling of lift under this side rib cage. And look at your feet and flex them. Hug your tummy in nice and tight and lift up your top leg. Just checking that your toe is still facing down. Hugging your tummy in, again working through the leg. I'd like you to circle again in the hip socket, keeping an eye that both legs are very active. And we are really staying stable in the upper body. Keep the bottom leg flexed, but point your top leg toe. And let's reverse it. So we will reverse it this time, lengthening through that hip and then slightly going over the top. Lengthening down, toe leads the way backwards and then over the top. Let's do another 3. Over the top. 2, remember that lift here. Over the top. 1 more time, please. Down, over the top and release. Good stuff. Bend your knees in, release your neck and shoulders and reach the bottom arm forward and the top arm backwards to open the chest and shoulders. Let all that tension from the technical annoyance, go. And let's just swing around and go to the other side. So move slowly. Swing around. Use cushions. Make sure you're in a comfortable position in that lower hip. It's a little tight on the floor, heavy on that tight hip. So hard on the tighter hip. So really lift again. Palm face down, thinking of that lower lift. And then move so you can see me in camera. Flex your feet. Lift up the top leg, scooping your tummy in. And here we go, same thing. We're going to keep it in the forward, around and back. With a nice flex foot. Both legs are active. Chest is lifted. You don't want to be looking down. If you are feeling strain in your neck, turn your head to the floor. So we're really working on strengthening that left side and keeping the hip nice and mobile. And then point your toe and reverse the direction. So you're going to toe leads the way down and out through the knee, out through the toe, and then up and over. Toe leads the way back and you're lifting up and over. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. 2 more. Hopefully feeling just a nice movement through the hip. Maybe on your left side here that you're feeling a bit more strong. And again, release. Bend your knees slightly forward. Take that nice release. Open out the chest. Particularly relax the hip, of course. So moving along, come around onto your hands and knees. Find a comfortable position, hands and knees. I'm just going to notice I should wear a different coloured top maybe, so it's a bit more easy to see. So knees about hip width. Lift your chest in between your shoulders and lift the rib cage slightly. Don't let it drop. Lift the rib cage just a little bit. Think of your elbows spiraling around, so the soft part of your elbow rotates. So the soft part of the elbow rotates just a little bit, but the chest is still wide. Keeping this lovely strong upper body position, extend the back leg or a leg. A straight position through your foot to your head, and then come back in. Nothing more than that, just extending. As you're going from leg to leg, check on the transference that everything is quiet through the waist, through the belly, through the back. So there's no movement as you transfer from one knee to the other. Particularly, of course, when you're transferring from your left leg to your right, that's what you're after. So when you bring your left leg down, be careful of that transference. You want the left leg to hold the hip good and steady. Just add on your arms, nothing you don't know, I believe. So if you're doing your right leg, you're doing the left arm. And it really doesn't have to go high. Don't worry about the height of the arm, just keep it off the floor, just in front of your eye line. Breathing out, breathing in, and then again, breathing out, breathing in. Good. Narrow your elbows slightly, arms slightly. Remember the shoulder down. And now we're going to do some upper body, toning the back of the arms, the triceps. You're going to bring your head slightly forward and your elbows backwards. And dip down, keeping your elbows tight to the side of your ribs. And then push back up again. So we really want the elbows to be down and back into your sides as you bring your head forward. So you want your head to be lower than your hips at the moment. If you're finding this quite comfortable and you'd like to make it harder, of course you can take your knees back, but keep your head where it is. Don't let your body come backwards. Keep your head where it is. And again, you're doing this little tricep push down or push up, bending in, pushing away. Don't forget the abdominal strength the whole time. 3 or 4 more. One last one. Now, stay there, don't move. Tuck one leg out the back, keep the belly up. Take the other leg out the back. Breathing all the time. Slide your toe away to reach your toe up and then come back in. Then the other leg, push your toe away, make it strong and long, come back in. Breathing out, pressing the foot away. If you can, you're going to push down through your heel. I know this might be a little uncomfortable on your toe. Give it a try for one more time. And now your toe has got a bit of a workout too. Bend your knees down, slide your hands forward, and do that lovely hip release. Open your knees, I'm sorry, I forgot. Open your knees to go down into the release for your shoulders. You can, of course, press pause and stay there a little longer. Come onto your tummy. Tuck your elbows in. We're still getting the back of the arms working. Feet are slightly relaxed and slide your thighs out. Slightly wide, elbows tucked in. Same thing, pushing the elbows down, lengthening the top of your chest, not the lower back just yet. And then coming back down, lengthening the top of your chest. And lower back down. Use your breathing to breathe in as you lift and breathe out as you lower. Now let's go a little higher, but as you feel the lowest rib come up, suck your tummy up and then come back down. Just that. Breathing out. Now breathe in, suck your tummy up. down. One more time and go as high as you feel comfortable to go. Breathe in at the top. Nice big lift, stomach underneath you, chest high. Roll all the way down to the mat. Forehead on your hands. Now, remember I often put my hand right in the middle of your lower back. Try to avoid the rocking from side to side. As you extend, use your right leg first. Reach your right leg away and keep the hips very solid, your right hip on the floor. Scoop the belly button in. Keep the belly scooped in as you lengthen out through the hip bone and out through the middle toe. So as you start to do that, feel that you're sucking your tummy in and pressing your pelvis down into the mat and reaching through the back of your knee. So the strength comes from within the tummy to extend through the thigh and out through the back of the knee. So you're really keeping the body strong, your tummy in even though you're lying on it. And now let's swap. Your normal swimming. Keep going with the swapping and hover your head from the ground. Keep going with the swapping and hover your arms from the ground. 4, keep breathing. 3, don't stop breathing. 2, 1, you're done. Good stuff. So tucking your elbows back underneath you, lift your body up and walk your knees under. Leaving your elbows in this triangle shape, keep the strength in your arms and nod your head forward. Your crown of the head is going to go down. Don't press weight into it, but scoop the tummy up and feel that rounding through the spine. And release. Come up onto hands and knees. Tuck your toes under. Push your hips up in the air. Look at your feet and walk. Enjoy that nice big stretch. 4, 3, 2, 1. And from here, bend your knees, walk your hands backwards and go into your lovely forward stretch that you're so good at. Scooping the tummy in. You won't be able to see me because my head will be cut off. Scoop your tummy in and roll yourself up to standing. And at least that's a little 20-minute workout for you today, as we weren't able to do the Zoom today. Hopefully see you on Zoom tomorrow. Bye.